Hi guys, it's Sam here from Grandstand Sports and I'm joined with Will and Ciaran. We're going to be demoing a few of the new rackets from 2022 and 2023.
Bright light, flashing. Rush out the tomb like I'm Lazarus. Hop on the beat, now I'm spazzing. Got him in shot like anaphylactic. Ay, they wanna party, I'm crashing. When I pull up, my little shawty like that's him. Ay, leg with the source, I'm tapped in. Whole new world, Aladdin. Rappers is Disney, clean them up swiftly. Floors on cocaine, floors on Whitney. I don't play no games with them.
Now on to the rackets. We have 9 rackets being demoed today. We are starting with Babolat, then moving to Prince, Wilson and Head. Starting off with the Babolat rackets, we have the Babolat Pure Drive and the Babolat Pure Aero. Moving on to the Prince rackets, we have the Prince Beast 100 and we have the Ripstick. Next up is the Wilson rackets. We have 4 of them. We have the Ultra, we have the Pro Staff, the Blade and the Clash. And last but not least is the Head Radical.
Hi, I'm Will and this is Ciaran. We're the club coaches at Claremont Railway and today we're testing out a few new rackets.
Beautiful racket. It's getting serious.
In my third place, the one I'm most and I'm surprised by it, I think I'm going to go for the Babolat Aero. It's my third place. What's your third place?
It was a toss-up, but I went Pure Drive in the end, third.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Second place for me. Again, surprised, but I think that. Oh, actually, no, I'm having second thoughts now. I'm going to go with the Clash. It's not for me, but I was surprised at how nice it felt. Light racket, headlight, nice manoeuvrability. Yeah, Clash was a nice racket to play with.
So I went for my second choice, sticking with Will's choice of Wilson. I went with the Ultra. And I was similar to Will, surprised how much I liked it. Although it's a bit light, I still felt like I got good control with it. So went for the Ultra in second place.
Are we both going to pick the same first place racket? My first place is Blade. Is that your first place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with the Blade before, smaller head, but this is, for me personally, the racket that would sort of suit me. I'm looking for a bit more spin, so it's a wider string pattern than the one I had before, but still really nice feel. Really feels like a very stable racket. I think players who are looking for a bit more spin might prefer the Aero, or the Ripstick was nice as well for spin. Yeah, is your favourite too?
Yeah, that was my favourite.
There's only one though.
There's only one, so I'm going to take it. But yeah, just really nice racket. Just felt really comfortable and yeah, stable. So I definitely recommend this. Pretty solid racket.
And there you have it. Both the lads have ended up picking the Wilson Blade as their top racket out of the 9 they had a chance to demo. Ciaran had to go, but Will's going to go through each of the rackets now to give you a better idea and see what racket might suit you.
So the first one is the Head Radical. A lot of these rackets are fairly similar, but I actually quite like this one. I felt good for spin. Maybe not the most high-powered racket of them all, but nice, comfortable racket, good spin racket. But yeah, keep going. Yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised with the Ripstick. Haven't played or seen a Prince racket in quite a while. Slightly tighter string pattern, but still good spin racket. Felt like a nice, like a high-powered racket as well. So if you're looking for a bit more power, Ripstick is a good one.
Yep. And as Will mentioned, hasn't seen a Prince racket in a while. Prince have just come kind of back to the market. This is one of theirs, the Ripstick, which is their market as their spin racket, and they also have the Prince Beast 100, which is this one here. Again, now that's marketed more as their power racket. These are pretty new to the market. We have them for a demo in Grandstand, and they do come with a complimentary tube of tennis balls when demoing, so it's worthwhile dropping in and giving them a go.
I thought the Beast is a nice racket too, probably more geared towards an intermediate player, whereas the Ripstick probably more advanced player, but both good rackets. Yeah. So between the pure drive and the aero, I didn't notice a huge amount of difference. They're both obviously very popular rackets. Sort of maybe slightly preferred the aero, maybe a bit more spin from the aero, but both decent rackets. So again, similar enough rackets, the Ultra and the Clash. The Ultra, little bit more weight in the head, so a little bit more power maybe, a bit more maneuverability on the Clash, but again, both nice rackets. I have a soft spot for Wilson, so I think maybe I was sort of swayed a little bit by that. I think they're lovely looking rackets as well. Pleasantly surprised by the Pro Staff as well. Quite a difficult racket to play with traditionally. Obviously very popular because of Federer, but sort of quite a heavy racket, smaller sweet spot, maybe a little bit of a stiffer racket, but this actually played really, really nice, so I was pleasantly surprised by it. Finally, I think Ciaran and I both picked this as our favourite, and again, just to say, I mean, with very similar game styles, so that might be part of the reason. You know, there's no such thing as a best racket. I think it's really the best racket for you, what suits your game. As I mentioned before, I was looking for a little bit more spin. This is a wider string pattern than the blade I was playing with, but I think it doesn't compromise on any feel, and it felt really, really stable as well. So that sort of suits my game style. And yeah, I was looking for a bit more spin, so this is ideal. I'll be getting one now from Grandstand.
Good, good. We look forward to it.